Welcome to the G.A.B. This is G.A.B.
They should have never gave you platform.
We about to get into this segment right here. Oh, we about to get into the SAF segment. And today, I got to talk about Rush Hour 2 on Netflix. Yes, I watched Rush Hour 1 and I reviewed it earlier, like one of my earlier episodes. You feel me? But today, we're going to do Rush Hour 2. And you want to know something? I personally thought this movie was good. It's nostalgia again. I'm like, oh man, I remember some of this. I personally didn't think I was going to remember some of the stuff because the last time I watched Rush Hour 2 had to be maybe 2010. Yeah, like 2010. Yeah, that was the last time I watched it. But I remember something. I was like, oh yeah, man, I remember Ricky Tan. Okay, damn. Which was played by John Lone. You feel me? Ricky Tan, you feel me? But before I get into the cast, let me hit you with the stats first, because I'm a stat teacher out here. IMDb. Bruh. I'm gonna kick your ass one day.
Jesus Christ.
You gave this movie a 6.6? And Rotten Tomatoes, I'm gonna put my foot in your ass too.
What?
You gave it a 51%. I dare you motherfuckers. Okay? As the people gave it a 91%. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! So frick the people. But you, IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes, I'm going to be beating in y'all ass one day. I notice we have a lot of opposite scores. Yeah. All right. The cast, I said it in Rush Hour 1. A lot of cast kind of the same. So we had Chris Tucker. He was Carter. Jackie Chan. He was Lee. Then they had a new character, Rosalind Sanchez. She was Isabella Molina. She was the love interest of Lee. Possibly Carter. Nah, more of Lee. Then you had Zung Zai Zi. She was Hun Lai. And then, like I mentioned earlier, Ricky Tan, which was played by John Lowe. You feel me? They had other characters. They had Don Cheadle in this movie. And he was, I forget his character name, but he was, and I don't know if this movie could come out now, because I can see, there's a lot of appropriations of culture. From Asian culture to black culture, a lot of, would that be considered appropriation or showing their appreciation? I don't know. But they had Don Cheadle in this damn Chinese-ass damn suit. And bro's like karate or kung fu and shit. And he had a little battle with Lee. And then they became like cool because his master was the cousin of his master. I don't even like saying master. Damn, that sounds just sounds disgusting. Kung fu coach. We're going to call it that. Am I soft now? Because I didn't say karate master. Oh my God. Jeez. Oh, I'm not too progressive. Alright, man. So essentially, this was an action comedy. To me, this was nostalgia. I haven't watched Rush Hour 3 though. I'm gonna do that next. I never watched that movie. I didn't even know it exists. And it does exist. So, but Rush Hour 2, I remember watching this. This came out in 2001. I like to give y'all like the director and the budget. The director is Brett Ratner. Okay. This shit boxed office 350 million. Jesus. Wow. But what was the budget though? So the budget was 90 million. Holy Harriet. Wow. They boxed in a whole lot. That's incredible. Kudos to that, man. Let's give a goddamn hand clap for that. Wow. Incredible. So, essentially, the plot of this movie was kind of like the inverse of Rush Hour. Essentially. Like, that's the plot. That's the gist plot. Like, the simple, plot. Inverse. They were instead of them being in America and LA, they were in Hong Kong. And basically, they were supposed to be on vacation. And Lee was working a case. Basically, Lee kept working a damn case. You feel me? Carter was like, I'm supposed to be on vacation, bro. You acting like me right now. Like, what the hell, Lee? And Lee is a workaholic, and it was like spewing into their friendship, and they arguing and all types of shit. And what happened though, it shows that Hun Lee, she planted a bomb in a U.S. embassy, which killed 2 U.S. People. Actually, they tried to cover it up and say they were like just U.S. tourists, but they were actually U.S. CIA agents or spies. I don't know. They work for the government or whatever, and that bomb killed them. And the main honcho was Ricky Tan, but Ricky Tan used to work with Lee Dad and ended up killing Lee Dad, but they couldn't prove the case. So this was the one case that Lee wanted to avenge for his dad and his dad's death. And at first Carter wasn't with it until Lee told him that. And Carter's dad died in the line of duty also, and you learned that in Rush Hour 1. And what essentially happened is then they wanted to crack the case to avenge Lee's father. They were in Hong Kong. It was a lot of these jokes were funny to me, but I could see how people now would be like, yo, bruh, what the hell? Yeah, like, one thing was, he hit, like, it was a fight scene, and he punched, Lee in the damn face, and Lee was like, what, you hit me? And Carter was like, y'all look alike. And it was like, oh, God. What? And then, like, and then Lee was driving and Carter touched his radio. You know, this I'll play off the first one. But Carter touched his radio. And Lee was like, you don't never touch an Asian man radio. And Carter was like, what you talk about? What? And like, it was like, you'll never stop. And Carter was like, you never stop a black man at a buffet. You know, talk about, because, you know, the whole running joke is that massage parlors, they give you happy ending, splooge. And they went in a massage parlor, and it was nothing but hella Asian women ready to get Carter that nice massage. And it was hella people in that massage, and somehow Ricky Tan came into a massage, and Lee was telling Carter, like, yo, chill, do not do nothing right now. And then Carter, being the only black dude there, he was like 6'2", 6'3", and another running joke is Asian people short. Yeah, okay. And he went over there trying to punk Ricky Tan, and Ricky Tan was just chilling. And then at one moment, Ricky Tan was like, I'm about to leave. And then Carlos, you ain't going nowhere. And then the whole goddamn parlor stood up. It was like 30 motherfuckers. And Carlos was like, oh my God, my bad. Ricky Tan left. And that's when they got into that fighting scene and one punch. And Carter said to Lee, y'all all look alike. Okay, some of these jokes are bad, okay? They weren't that good. Some of these jokes are freaking terrible. I'm like, damn, bruh. But some of these jokes are freaking hilarious. And some of the like context of things was hilarious, man. Like, I thought the whole Don Cheeto thing and bro start talking like Chinese to Lee, and they making fun of Carter, and they had their little kung fu moment. I thought that was funny, you feel me? But he'll get into play, and then this one, Isabella Molina character come in. They see her, Carter and Lee. They like, God damn, fine Latina, Jesus Christ. They didn't know she was working the case, so she's like some CIA agent or whatever, and she working the case, and she linked up with the Ricky Tan and Hu Lao character. Oh, and yeah, like you guessed it, like in number 1, there's a rich white man behind the crime of it all, played by Alan King. He was Stephen Rain, and Stephen Rain was this billionaire, basically real estate person. He has a bunch of hotels that he did real estate, but he is involved in life of crime. And what they were essentially trying to do, they were trying to launder 100 mil. And just think, an 100 mil is hella money. They were trying to launder 100 mil through this damn Vegas casino called the Red Dragon. And the only way you could tell that this money was fake is when you burn it. Cause when you burn it, it turns red instead of blue or black. When you burn money, I guess it's supposed to turn black, but this turned red. So that was the whole crime. To money launder this fake money that nobody could detect unless you burn it through a casino. Yeah. Pretty smart if you really ask me. That was smart. Damn, that was intelligent. Whew. But yeah, she running with them, trying to get them caught up. And then they figure out she working the case, and she has them run on a wild goose chase at first. And then they figure out, like, yo, you're bullshitting. And while they in the casino, like, then she sends Lee on some other quest to save her. I don't know, blasey. They fall in love. Get the kiss and all that at the end, whatever. But Isabella and Hanlu don't like Isabella because, culturally, she like, nah, I don't trust this Spanish broad right here. I think she working for the people. Which she was right, you feel me? And then Hanlu, she was kind of badass, you feel me, whooping ass. She was like the muscle, really. But what happened was Ricky Tan faked his death, so then he could eventually take over and basically he was going to kill Stephen Rain Stephen Rain at the end of the day because he knew he was crooked. So how you find out is like you find out Ricky Tan ain't dead through the casino incident, and like they taped a bomb around Lee's mouth. He spit out bomb, blows up, distraction, everything, whatever. Then you see Stephen Rain trying to steal the plates. Because that's the only way you can make these counterfeit money is through these plates. And these plates are very valuable. So he was going to steal the plates and then counterfeit all the money on his own. Ricky Tan catch him. Pop his stupid ass. And then Lee and Ricky Tan had a little scuff or whatever. And Lee knocks that nigga off the goddamn, like a 50-story building in the casino or whatever. He lands the car dead. The Hanley character, she dies from Carter. Carter murks her ass, but he all horn dogged out. He wanted to actually make love to her and not fight her. You feel me? Ooh la la. But yeah, bro. Yeah. But then she died and they cracked the case. They figure out Stephen Rain and Ricky Tan and Hula. They all was in this case of money laundering through a casino of 100 mil. And they all happy ending. Like, Isabella Milena goes to New York, back to her precinct and whatever. And Lee, gets to kiss her or whatever. And Carter's like, I see you slide, devil. And they all friends and buddied up and stuff like that. And essentially, this is where Rush Hour 3 comes in. He was like, Lee was like, I always wanted to go to New York. And Carter was like, let's go. Shit, I'll take another vacation because this one wasn't a vacation. You feel me? And they're going to New York. Why? I'm assuming that he gonna chase Isabella Milena, his love interest. Like, why else would he go to New York? There's no freaking reason why. But somehow, I guess in Rush Hour 3 is gonna be a case, and I don't know. I ain't never seen it, so yeah, that's it. That's the end. Finito. Goodbye. And then they show like the end, where like, yo, Jackie Chan always I don't want no trouble ass motherfucker, but always end up in trouble and whooping ass. And the one cold thing about Jackie Chan, he did all his own stunts. And I think in Rush Hour 2, he his ankle up on this one jump. It was a jump he did. I think that was prominent about this movie. Like, oh, Jackie Chan his ankle up in this movie, doing his own stunts and stuff. So you saw some of the stunts and you saw some of the bloopers at the end. Pretty funny. Once again, like I said, this is a funny movie to me. It's nostalgia. Some of the jokes are pretty bad. And like some of the jokes now, I could see how people will be like, oh my God. But I found it funny. This is hilarious. Once again, this is Rush Hour 2 on Netflix. I thoroughly found this enjoyable to watch. This bring nostalgia in. It was an hour and 30 minutes. It's not a long movie. It's not going to take most of your time. And at the end of the day, it had action. It had comedy. The storyline was pretty solid. And I actually liked the crime that they were doing. It's more suiting. You feel me? This is understandable. I get it. It's like, okay, 100 mil, that's a lot. Launder some money, makes sense to a casino. So yeah, I like this. Rush Hour 2, man. Look, y'all can check it out. Y'all don't have to check it out. Whatever.